Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, a mindfulness podcast for kids. I'm very glad you're here. I always look forward to the time we get to spend together during this podcast. Today, we're going to imagine going on an underwater adventure. So strap on your goggles and swim fins and get ready to take some deep breaths. But first, a quick word for the grown-ups. Like You is listener-supported, so if you'd like to help us continue making new episodes, join us at patreon.com/likeyoupodcast. We also appreciate it when you help others find our show by telling your friends or writing a review on Apple Podcasts. Now, we're ready to start the podcast, so find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. I invite you to be a part of the podcast. You can speak out loud, answer my questions, and repeat affirmations. Of course, if you'd rather just say things quietly in your head, that's okay too. Let's begin our underwater adventure. Imagine you've boarded a boat and you're sailing across the ocean. The air is cool, and as you breathe in, you can smell the ocean. Take a deep breath with me. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can close your eyes if that helps you imagine. You could feel the boat gently swaying side to side. Now take another deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3. It's relaxing bobbing up and down in this boat. But, as I said, today we're imagining an underwater adventure. We're going scuba diving. Have you ever seen a scuba diver? They wear a wetsuit, goggles, swim fins, and most importantly, a tank of oxygen strapped on their back like a backpack. Oxygen is what's in the air we breathe. So, thanks to a scuba diver's oxygen tank, they can breathe oxygen while swimming underwater. Isn't that cool? Imagine you are suiting up to go scuba diving. First, pull on some swim fins over your feet. Then slide a pair of goggles over your eyes. Now strap an oxygen tank onto your back. What color do you imagine your oxygen tank to be? It can be any color you'd like. Mine is bright yellow. Let's practice breathing with the oxygen tank. Put a mouthpiece in your mouth and take a deep breath in through your mouth. And breathe out through your nose. Great job. Now we're almost ready to dive underwater. First, on the count of 3, we'll say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. There's no one else quite like you. You are brave, adventurous, and kind. Now, let's dive into the water. When I count to 3, yell splash. 1, 2, 3. Splash! Here we are, underwater in the ocean, surrounded by blue water. Fish of all shapes and sizes swim by. Do you think they're surprised to see you swimming here? We'll get to explore and see the fish up close in a moment. First, let's take a moment to adjust to our new surroundings. What do you do when you're in a new and unfamiliar situation? If you're feeling a little nervous, it helps to take some deep breaths. Good thing we have this oxygen tank. Take a deep breath of oxygen. Breathe in through your mouth. Now, blow bubbles out through your nose. Once again, deep breath in and blow bubbles out. Let's do that once more. Breathe the oxygen in and blow the bubbles out. Now, let's explore. Imagine swimming down deep, deeper and deeper. Floating here underwater, we almost feel weightless. The sunlight cuts through the water, surrounding you with warmth. Everywhere you look are beautiful fish, unlike anything you've ever seen before. You swim over to get a closer look at the most wonderful fish of all, but it darts away. It's never seen a person like you up close before. I think it might be a little scared. We need to let the fish know that we're friendly. Smile at the fish and hold your hand out to invite it closer. I think it's warming up to us. Imagine this fish swimming up close to you. It is a brand new species of fish that no one has ever seen before. What color do you imagine the fish to be? Does it have stripes or spots or shiny scales? Use your imagination to picture your new fish discovery. Now let's imagine we can talk to this fish. Ask the fish what it's feeling right now. The fish says,
"At first I was scared when I saw a person swimming nearby, but then I could see you were kind, so I felt curious. Now I feel glad that we met. How do you feel right now?"
Can you tell the fish how you're feeling right now? It's been fun exploring underwater with you and making a new fish friend. It's time to swim back up to the surface to say some affirmations. Let's swim up, up, up. You reach the surface and burst back above the water. Now take one last deep breath of the ocean air. Breathe in and out. Now, it's time to say affirmations. Affirmations are short sentences you can say to yourself to remind you how wonderful you are. Today, I've invited a special guest to say affirmations with us. Ashley Eichley is the co-founder and creative director of Bravery Magazine, which is a quarterly print publication for girls and boys that features a brave woman in each issue. Some of you may have even found this podcast in their Eugenie Clark issue. I've been a big fan of Bravery Magazine for years, so I'm excited to have Ashley on the podcast. Can you all say hello to Ashley?
Hello, I'm Ashley. Will you repeat these affirmations with me? I will say each affirmation twice, so you can listen to it the first time, then say it with me the second time. I like me. I like me. There's no one better to be than myself. There's no one better to be than myself. I can be as fearless as a stingray. I can be as fearless as a stingray. I feel as powerful as a wave. I feel as powerful as a wave. My body is calm like a starfish. My body is calm like a starfish. I am my own kind of brave. I am my own kind of brave.
Thank you, Ashley. We can say affirmations like these anytime we need to remember how incredible we are. These particular affirmations were adapted from a Create Your Own Affirmation page in the newest issue of Bravery magazine. Check out our show notes for more information. Now, let's smile and take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together while listening to a song.
I was just like you, and I just like you. Others you know feel what you feel inside you. It's a very good day to just speak up and say, I like you. When you are laughing, when you feel lonely, try to remember that you're not the only one who feels like you. Others can like you, just as you are, just the way that you like you. It's a very good day to just speak up and say, I like you, and her, and him, and me, and them. I like you.
I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. If you would like a special discount for Bravery Magazine, you can get one by joining our Like You Patreon group at patreon.com/likeyoupodcast. When you join our Patreon group, you get early access to every episode, along with other special perks. Like You is written and produced by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music. Additional music for this episode came from Ian Post. Our podcast cover art was illustrated by Maya Sane, and our episode art is created by Lindsay Glenn. Today's episode featured 2 special guests. My 6-year-old daughter made her first appearance on the podcast as the voice of the fish. And our affirmations were read by Ashley Eichley. These affirmations were adapted from Bravery Magazine's Eugenie Clark issue. Learn more about Bravery Magazine by visiting braverymag.com. If you enjoy our podcast, show us some love by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and by telling your friends about the show. You can find show notes on our website, likeyoupodcast.com, and you can also send us voice memos, drawings, and pictures by emailing likeyoupod@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at LikeYouPod. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.